Okay, the other thing that I want to address is the LGBT and the gay community within ATRs. I'm not going to speak on other ATR traditions. I can give you a little insight of what kind of like what I know and how there might be some differences. Um, I will speak on the Ocha part and I'll let you know my position. First of all, gays and LGBT, homosexuals, this is not in any way looked down upon. And aside from Babalawo, which is the whole reason, there's a reason behind why a gay man cannot become a Babalawo, but a gay man can, and gay woman can, or queer, LGBT, bisexual, non-binary can all become priests, Orishas. They definitely become priesthood. They definitely can receive ceremonies, and there's no prohibition to that. I'm pretty positive in the ATR as far as Palo, I do believe that that is not accepted that a gay person or a gay man can become a tata, which would be kind of equivalent to a Orisha or Santero or Santera. But in Orisha Nifa, absolutely no problem. Can gay men become obas in the crowning ceremonies? Oriates, italeros, absolutely, they could become in the high priests in that area. When it comes to receiving the hand of Ifa for men who are gay or bisexual or queer or within the LGBT lifestyle or orientation, there is two rules of thought with that, where because some view the hand of Ifa for men, the abofaka, owoifakan, mano de rula, hand of Ifa, they view that for men a lot of, because you're getting one hand. A babalao, when he becomes a babalao, he has been initiated into two hands of Ifa, a large hand of set of Adele, which is 21, and a small hand of Adele, which is 19. Adele is the name for the Inkin, the seed that becomes consecrated to embody Rumila, then becomes Adele. It gets a large hand and a small hand. They say a man receives one hand of Ifa to tie him over or to hold him over and to see they say the purpose is to see if he had the path for Babalawo. So a lot of houses and rules of thought will be like, I'm not going to give a man his hand of Ifa, one hand, because I know he's not going to pass to Ifa to become and receive two hands. And a lot of other parts of Babalao houses in the Lukumi do give the hand of Ifa and then allow him to stop there. But the thing is they'll say, well, a man doesn't receive that unless, we know he can, finish and go to two hands. My personal view and the things that are done in my house, in my particular ile of Tempo Orisha Ilifa, not necessarily of my elder Olu, and in my temple and in my house, how I chose to do things, is to give the men in hand of Ifa. Why? Because I look into Odu. Many Odus talk about everybody has a right to have an Ita from Arumila. Owani Boshe specifically talks about how Arumila had and or Elegua had, or Arumila had, or many variations that had a gay brother. and refused to give him the hand of Ifa due to a issue that they had, and started realizing that he started losing his ashe, he started losing problems, and he was told because he had not respected his brother. And it says in Awani Boshed, despite anybody's gender differences, handicaps, different orientations, it doesn't matter. Everybody deserves to have Arumila speak to him. It's an Odu. So, in my opinion, some Babalaos who are aware of that but chose to dismiss it, or chose to deny or dismiss that Pataki, or dismiss that Odu, or have other meanings behind it, I can speak for myself. I don't want to be a hypocrite. So we look to Odu to tell us how to lead and how to guide. And then we, on top of that, not everything is, there's a lot of Odus that give information. Some are contradictory. But there hasn't been an Odu that says a man cannot receive his hand of Ifa. On the other hand, it's contrary where you should. Ishe Ifa, hand of Ifa. I believe everybody has a right to receive their Ita and get a hand of a Rumila and have them speak to him. But this is not anything that is looked down upon. This lifestyle, this gender held back. All Orishas, consecrations, men, women, of all, we work together, we support each other. So I just wanted to speak on that part. This is not something that is a negative. This is something that is very individual and a bonus to people's individuality and expressions. And Arumila, Ifa, Orisha, all about expressing your truest self and being able to elevate to Olorisha, and for men, possibly Oriate, and to have consecrations, become a priest, and go through the whole process and not look down upon. And with the Rumila, there are 2 rules of thought, but I believe that all women can receive it, and also the rules of thought, men who are gay should not. In my house, they do. But I gave you the reasons behind why some don't, and maybe they have other reasons. Until I have been told otherwise, I will continue, or shown, or through logic, or through Odu, I will continue to do it that way.